Hey Brian, thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One is to give you some tips and tricks on how to increase your online presence, your revenue, your traffic, your leads to increase your business by using your website. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website to see if any of those tips and tricks could outrank them to get in front of the eyes of consumers on Google. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. So whatever I talk about here, you can definitely use on your own for your website. But if you want to speak about that or anything further, please feel free to reach out. My door is always open. But either way, if you leave me some feedback on this actual video, that helps me just helps me making these videos for local businesses. All right, so let's get started. So in content, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, depending on the competition number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. And in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So for instance, you got a nice laid out website here. Got some things going on with links and everything and hotspots, shout outs. So, good job on that. But I would just increase some of the words on your homepage and the content, and that'll make you more searchable in Google. So speaking of Google, so when we go to Google here and I pick Kansas City, Missouri plumbing service, so area you serve and what you do. And if I was a consumer, I might type this into Google. Here's what comes up. So first you see ads right here. Ads, you could invest in that. It's hit and miss. A lot of times consumers skip over that. Sometimes they come to the map pack here. This is citations, and you're right there, so good job, but I'll cover that in a minute. But we call these organics here. We feel this is the most important to be searched on Google. So you want to be on that first page when someone does a search of what you do and where you do it. So as you scroll down, you can see you're not on the first page, and here's your top competitor, Lutz Plumbing. So I'll compare your website to his. We don't really count the directories like Yelp and Angie's List, because if I was a local consumer or any kind of consumer, they're going to go to a local company for the service instead of a directory usually. So you're scrolling down, you're not on the first page, and you might have heard this saying, a good place to hide a dead body is on page 2 or 3 of Google. It's just people don't click here to look for a service. So the goal is to get on this first page and to get close to this top competitor. If you get outranked some of these guys, you'll be on that first page right in front of the face of consumers. So we're doing a deep dive for your website, and this is a tool we use called Ahrefs. Here's your URL right here, and it gives you some numbers of the back stuff on your website. So on your website, you're using 73 keywords. So that's something I would recommend increasing, is just your keywords on your website. So you have some good keywords going now. You want to have high search volume. Higher the volume, the better. Like plumbing KC, that's a good one. So think about all the buyer intent services. Plumbing service, plumbing repair, all the service areas you provide. Kansas City, maybe Kansas City, Grandview. All the areas you provide, you could put in here. Kansas City, Missouri, and that will increase your searchability on Google. So compare that to your local competitors. Lutz Plumbing, they do a good job. I see them a lot. They're in the area a lot. They have a strong website, but still beatable and outrankable. So here's their URL right here. Here's their numbers. So compared to your 70 some, they have 240 keywords. So that's one reason why they're ranked number 1 in searchability when they search in plumbing services, Kansas City, Missouri. But you could very easily take some of these buyer intent keywords that are not on your website, put them on your website. Like if you don't have this one, plumber, Kansas City, Missouri. Good, you got some search volume there. So just increase your keywords on your website. That'll help you outrank your local competitor. All right, next I'm going to talk about backlinks. So go back to your numbers here. So backlinks is anywhere where one website is linked to another website. So think of this like an endorsement from Google. It helps them build trust in your business by seeing others vouching for you. Also think of it like a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins. But keeping this in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have other plumbing service companies, HVAC companies, electrical companies, websites linking back to you. It doesn't help if a doctor's office or restaurant website is linking back to you. It just doesn't give you that trust power with Google. So right now you have 250 backlinks, 39 reference domains. That's a good start there. But just compare that to your competitor. We'll go back to Lutz Plumbing. They have 461 backlinks, so almost double there, the 98 reference domains. So the goal is to get close to these numbers. And once you get close to these numbers, you'll start outranking your competitors and be in the eyes of consumers on Google. And then finally, there's citations. So citations anywhere where your business name, your number, your address is shown on your Google business profile. So citations help you rank in this map back here, which you are, so keep that up. And it's extremely important because this brings huge amounts of revenue. So the goal is getting the top 3 and 4, which you are, you're number 2, and you want to stay there. So citations include directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, many more. Also, social media accounts are great too. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you're outranking them, which you are, because your address is in Kansas City, Missouri. But you also do some things to extend in the KC metro area to have Google business profiles all throughout. Let's say if you have a lot of business in, Grandview, Missouri, so you could have a business profile here as well that could show up. It's just about getting your name throughout different cities to show up here. So once your citations, your backlinks, and your content, they all come together, this is what you might be looking at, being ranked here a lot and being ranked up top. And not sure what your margins are now, but I'm sure that will generate a lot of revenue for you. Also, there's many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating those leads online. But if you do find yourself wanting more, continue to scale as far as you want, please feel free to reach out. I could help you with that. I could do some more information, do some research, talk about your goals and what could be realistic for you and your business and what it might take to reach those goals. So again, if you leave me a few lines of feedback, that'll help me out on this video. Thank you for listening. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Hopefully this was helpful. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.